How do you build a house for a single mom looking for a fresh start in The Sims 4? Well, sit back and let me show you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Just a Mom That Sims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for another Sims 4 speed build. So if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all the things. Now, I am here to build this house for one of my series. I don't want to give too much away as we move forward in the story, but I can let you know that this house is for Goldie. Goldie is married to Midas King and they have twin daughters. Well, if you've been along for the ride, then you may know that they've been having a lot of marital troubles and spats. Now, a lot of this originates from Midas having a type of greed. At first, it was just ambition, even though red flags were there, or maybe yellow flags. Even when he and Goldie were dated, he waited 7 years to propose, and that was because he didn't feel like he was where he needed to be financially, which that is understandable. However, that is a long time to keep someone dangling when you know what their expectations are and what yours are. So I'm going to talk about the build and the story as we go along. And my normal disclaimer, I do not edit my voiceovers for speed and cast builds. So please forgive any stumbling, my slow United States drawl, because I do speed my voice up when I do my stories and they're edited. So anyway, you can see that I found this house and it's built in two sides because I had like one side split and the other side shorter. Now Midas has a mansion and I will link that build at the end of the video for you to see. It is elaborate and sprawling to say the least. So Goldie wanted something much smaller, not too tiny because she does have the twins, even though they don't require a lot of space for normal things. But when she is working with them on how to crawl, and as they are getting ready to age up to toddlers, she does want them to have enough space to have enough toys in the house to play with and keep them entertained, because she does have to balance, the time between the two. Now you can see me trying to get the front right. What I did was build a room shell. I found a lot of my house plans to build on houseplans.com. I've always said that that's where I go and get the pictures for the inside of houses, and sometimes I like the outside. In this case, I found a house where I like the inside and the outside, so I'm gonna do my best to stay true to form. At some point I may do like screenshots of the house I'm trying to build and show you like what I'm trying to build and what I ended up with. So that could be fun, I think. But anyway, I know that the house I see, it's got a fenced in area up front. I think that'll actually be perfect for the twins because they can be outside playing and not get out, because I can lock that gate for them. And also I can see them at the front of the house and not have the house blocking whatever they are doing. At this point, I'm trying to get the roofing right. I usually struggle with this, but I didn't have as hard a time with this one, but I did have a hard time with the color schemes. So what I am going to do is also put the border around the top, and I was trying to get this little flap roof thing going, but as I tried to adjust it a lot, I realized it's not going to work, and I do have an awning. So what I am doing is using 2 packs plus the base game, and that is Growing Together and Parenthood. So if you have those 2 packs, you are good for this build. So I usually like to do automatic window placement, but I'm not going to do that this time because I want to use some different windows as I go around the house. I also have this tiny porch that I'll have to decide later what I want to put on it. I'll probably leave it empty. And later when we do the walkthrough, I'm actually going to have to do it without every single piece of clutter in, because I have to figure out some things, and I'm really slow about decorating because in real life I'm a horrible decorator. But these two awnings side by side I think works. It's kind of cutesy. Like Goldie is looking for something simple but cute, and this is gonna work. I'm also building in Chestnut Ridge. That comes with the horse ranch pack. So I really love this town. I haven't had a sim live in a while, and I think that this house actually actually works in this area. I'm going for lighter walls, and I think this color works. And I can do yellow in the bedrooms, but the girls' bedroom, I'm going to change the color. Right now is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. The second bedroom in the middle, I'm going to use for a playroom. So I am going to show myself decorating some things. I have a little tiny storage house in the back where we keep the trash bin. However, I've got to come through and find a good toweling that I want to use. I really love this towel or laminate, whatever the wall is in the bathrooms. That's from Parenthood. I use it all the time. So yeah, I'm going to put the counters. I'm using a lot of those counters, the fireplace, all that stuff that we just got in the brand new download. And I had to, that was a SDX drop actually. So I had to come through and see what we got because these counters are beautiful swatches. So I am going to do an island, and this is going to have a little dining table area too. So the kitchen is pretty small if you add the island in. So we really got to maneuver to make this work. I'm going to use the white appliances. Goldie is looking for a fresh start, and that means moving to a completely new world away from the celebrity life. But let's talk about Midas just a little bit more. Midas was always on the acting career. He wanted to be a global phenomenon, and he made it, but something has changed. Midas used to take breaks in between filming so that he could be home. When he was filming close, he would make sure that Goldie could come with him. But he has recently been taking back to back jobs without stopping. And he is spending less and less time at home with Goldie and the children. He also was not happy about the twins. He did not want to be a father, even though he had told Goldie the exact opposite. And that is the problem. It's not like it wasn't communicated. Now, on the other end, we have Goldie, who has recently met someone, and she never would have expected it. It's Dirk Dreamer, who is a celebrity. She never would have wanted to talk to a celebrity. She never wanted to talk to anyone who wasn't Midas. But Goldie hangs out with friend groups quite a bit anytime she gets the opportunity. And what happened was Dirk Dreamer would be everywhere that she went. But she actually went to Granite Falls with her father-in-law and the girls and ran into Dirk Dreamer on her last day there. And they spent the whole day and night together. Not like that, but on a thing where they really talked about what they wanted. And she found out Dirk wasn't a stereotypical celebrity. He actually enjoyed quality time and time for himself out of the limelight. Also, she found out Dirk had been divorced recently. Very sticky situation. He actually was married to a guy and found out that the guy was underage. He had a false identity built, and we'll get more into why as we move forward. But very shocking, very ugly situation. But Dirk did what he could, and that was extricate himself as soon as he heard. Now, that also questioned him or made him question his judgment. But Goldie was comforting and understanding because that's the type of person she is. And Midas, is none the wiser. He's not even around enough to realize that she's seeing someone. But they did have a blow up that you just saw recently. Now, as I decorate, you'll notice that I'm putting a plethora of colors in. I don't need the things to match perfectly. I just need it to feel like home. Because one thing that Goldie has not had with Midas and with their home is comfort and a feeling of home. Now, she would deal with that because she loved Midas so much that he was home. But when that feeling went away, the house itself never felt like home. She didn't want anything from it. She didn't want to even think about it because she's not attached to that house. So that's important. And you will see that in the playroom. I am putting like children's statues and toy boxes. Everything's a different color. And also, I did that in the front room. We've got a swatch of this couch that I've never used. I don't even know if it was there before, but I'm using blow up furniture because I have unlocked week one of our nostalgia event. So I'm gonna put like a wall phone on the wall, yeah, and a slide outside for the girls. And the girls do have like a pink theme going, but yeah, everything else is colorful. Now the little study is gonna be important because Goldie spends a lot of time researching on the computer, and she also recently started her first career since being married to Midas, which is in the culinary career. She loves cooking and baking, so she needs to be able to research her recipes. And you can see that I'm putting this bookshelf from Grow Together. I love this corner bookshelf and the friendship bracelet kit for when the girls get older. This toddler table I rarely use, but if the adult puts it together, they can gain imagination skill quite easily. Now, as we zoom out, you can see kind of more of the decorations because I did some off camera and some on, because it took me about 3 hours to complete this build. And I mean, it took like an hour to build a house, but to decorate and place things, I am putting three gates on this fence because I think we need to find a way to get out. I'm doing a sidewalk path, and I am doing some landscaping at this point, and I guess I'll show it because I don't plan to do a lot. I need a smaller bush in that corner. And also something that I forgot to do on camera is to put a column on the side of the house, but you definitely will see it in the final pictures because it's going to be just a wood column on the right hand side on the edge of that porch. And you can see that I'm doing colorful flowers. The flowers don't need to be the same color, but I am going to do a tree house because I got twins. Every time I have twins, I feel like you gotta have a tree house or big families. But I don't know what kind of trees match the horse ranch pack, and since I can't use that pack, I can't sort it by that. So I'm just gonna place that one evergreen tree. Also, I'm putting small saucer lights in, and also some wall lights as well in like the little room. Now there's a laundry room in here, but I'm not gonna put that in right now because I don't want that pack to show up on the upload, but it will be on when I do the gameplay. That will also include hampers as well, of course. So let's go ahead to our walkthrough. Let me zoom in from the outside because I swear every world in The Sims is just absolutely beautiful. Now, as I slow-mo back around, we're gonna do our walk into the fence. I even love how the worn fence looks. And I don't have much out here, but just to give you a ground view of the flowers and the inside of the gate, let's go on into the front room. When you walk in, y'all see how the mismatched colors really feel homey and warm. This fireplace is the new swatch. That is a art television frame. Now let's go ahead into the kitchen. Now I think that we've got plenty of space to walk around. I upload as soon as I finish building before you see the video, so if I find a playthrough error, I will come back and re-upload it. But these counters are absolutely wonderful. You got the fruit bowl, and this is just a view of the living room from the back, and you see the two high chairs for our girls. And this is Goldie's room in yellow. It feels like light. She wanted to get away from the goals of Midas, but she does love yellow. And this is her closet. It's a walk-in and her master bathroom. And don't worry, when I upload, the toilet paper and towels will be in there. These are the girls' playroom. I probably put some more things on their walls, but this is the empty laundry room, so I just want to show you where it would be. And coming back through, we will go right into the second bathroom for guests. And this is the girls' bedroom. And you can just see it's just light and love. And Goldie wanted to display that. And this is their little closet. I put a hamper in there too. And this is our study. I love how the colors pop. The yellows and the green just reminds me of something warming. And let's go outside because I want you to see how it looks to walk out. And I always like to finish with a world view from our home. So I really hope you enjoyed this build. I hope you enjoy our fairy tale adventures. And until next time, remember, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye.